A 19-year-old woman walks out of the doorway of a building and gets into a car. That is followed by a device with 3 pins sticking out, being inserted into the hole in a steering wheel.
19-year-old Marissa Conrad is learning to drive with help from instructors at Stevens Driving School near Buffalo.
A lot of people will be able to go out and drive with their parents, and they'll teach them. I can't because I need special modifications. So with Stevens, I work with their instructors, my instructors, Antoinette. We drive around like once a week. She teaches me how to drive and how to drive well.
Marissa is a junior at Cedarville University in Ohio and is majoring in psychology.
I'm a bilateral amputee on both sides. So for the left, in order to control the wheel, I have a tri-pin, and I place my finger kind of like that in between the 3 pins, and I'm able to drive and steer like that.
A button control device has 5 different colored buttons on it and is attached to the steering wheel.
I use a 5-button panel on my right side, and it controls all my secondary controls, like my turn signals, my wipers, my horn if I want it to.
Andrew Streit is a certified driver rehabilitation specialist at Stevens.
What people don't think about is, how do I get the bee out of the car when bee flies in the car? How do I get my window down while I'm operating these hand controls? Or how do I turn my wipers on when it starts pouring? Or how do I? So we have modifications like the button panel or the wheel spinners that operate those secondary controls. So we will have turn signals, horn, wipers, lights, things like that. All the secondary controls that you can't get to anymore or make it difficult for you to get to, this makes it more safe and comfortable for you to get to those secondary controls.
Andrew and the team at Stevens did an evaluation with Marissa, just like they do with anyone who has a disability and needs an adaptation to drive. Stevens tried out different types of assistive equipment in the car with Marissa. The goal is to make sure that she is comfortable and safe.
I tell everyone that comes into us, there's almost no physical disability that you can come to us with that we can't modify for, or at least the vehicle outfitters can't modify for.
Camera angle is from the back seat looking out the windshield as Marissa drives down the road, followed by a set of hand controls in a vehicle.
While Marissa uses a tri-pin device, other people need different types. For example, if someone can't move their legs or doesn't have legs, they could use hand controls, where they can push and pull on the device to operate the accelerator and brake pedals. Andrew says people of all ages can need adaptive equipment. It could be someone who has never driven before who has a disability, but there are a lot of people who acquire disabilities after they have been driving a while. And by using modifications, they can continue to drive.